Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Monday, September 9th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin with an update on two of AEW's biggest stars. MJF and Swerve Strickland both appear to be taking some time off following Saturday night's All Out pay-per-view event, according to Figure 4 Online and other sources. Both took part in injury angles at the pay-per-view, with MJF suffering a post-match beating from Daniel Garcia and Strickland left laying following his lights-out cage match with Hangman Adam Page. Both angles were reportedly shot to write MJF and Strickland off of AEW television for the time being. The reasons for their sabbatical from AEW TV were not yet known, nor is there a timetable for their return. And finally, we take a condensed look at Sunday's action from around Japan. In the main event of New Japan's Road to Destruction show inside Tokyo's Korakuen Hall, IWGP World Television Champion Jeff Cobb was held to a 20-minute draw by Yota Tsuji. New Japan's sister promotion Stardom also saw a draw in the main event of their Korakuen Hall event, as high-speed champion Mai Sierra also went the full 20 minutes with Xena. Also on that show, Hazuki defeated Thekla and Hanan in a three-way match to become the #1 contender to Natsupoi's Wonder of Stardom title. The DDT promotion ran in Nagoya with a main event that saw Shinya Aoki retain the KOD Openweight Championship, turning back the challenge of Tetsuya Endo. Also in Nagoya, Yuki Arai defeated Arisu Endo to retain Tokyo Joshi Pro's International Princess title. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.